You're thinking of starting up your own YouTube channel as a senior? I say go for it. I've seen so many videos recently that say, oh, you should start up when you're in your 40s, and other people say in your 50s, and some people say in your 60s. And I'm saying start up whenever you feel like starting up. If you're 70, go for it. I'm in my 70s and I did decide I'm going to have a YouTube channel. Why? Well, to be honest with you, as I said in my initial video on YouTube, setting up your own channel, so many friends have called me up and said, Glenn, I need help with this. My camera is not doing what I need it to do. My cell phone isn't working right. My smart home devices are disconnected. And I just wanted to give them a helping hand, which is exactly what I hope I'm doing for you guys. So this is my 17th video, and I wished I had known 3 or 4 major things before I even started. I did do some research. I checked out so many different videos and thought, oh, I know what I'm doing now. Not at all. I really had a fun time trying to get myself to loosen up and smarten up a lot and stop being such a regimented, well, this is the way we do this, because that's not how it is at all. To be engaging is one thing, to actually be instructive is another thing. I've learned from 4 or 5 different major groups out there and individuals what I should and shouldn't be doing. So I started out, I decided I'm going to get myself a new camera for on top of my big monitor attached to my laptop. It's a nice little 1080p. I'll put the link below, but trust me, I'm not really going to recommend it because I've had too many problems trying to sort through the different lighting issues I was having, and there were a lot of lighting issues. I hadn't even heard of content creators before, and I'll put their link below as well. And I decided, well, how much money am I going to actually invest in this? So it took me from the end of January till probably sometime in the middle of March before I would even let my first video go. I just kept redoing it, and it was exhausting. But I didn't care. I thought, well, I still have something to offer. I'm going to try this out. So that's number one, getting yourself a decent camera. I should have actually used my cell phone, which so many content creators tell you to do. Just use your cell phone. It's fine. It does great videos. I would suggest getting a lav mic like I'm wearing. A lot of content creators, the first thing they do is tell you to hide your lav mic underneath your clothing and make sure it's between your chest and your shirt so you don't get all sorts of noises. I decided to wear mine just as it is today, clipped onto my shirt. I'm not a professional as of yet. I'm hoping to be soon. But I just want to show you guys as well, a lav mic gives you amazing sound. The receiver for this is actually plugged into the end of my phone. I did get a new iPhone. It was something I was wanting for a long time, not just to make videos, just because my business is really all dealing with electronics and with different devices. And I really like the specs on the new iPhone 15. So there's a little plug for you, iPhone, no charge. So what's next? Well, lighting was another big hassle for me. Because I have an art studio, and that's what I'm working out of to bring these videos to you, I really didn't want to show you the mess that I work in, especially with all of my paints and brushes and all of my work in progress. So I wanted to cut the background out and put a fancy schmancy background on for you. And learning to do a cutout is a whole other story all by itself. I'm going to actually show you how to do that near the end of this video, so stay tuned for it. I'm going to use CapCut, and I'm also going to show you how to do it in Canva. And I'm probably going to do a video short, just so if that's all you want to see out of this whole video, just to learn one quick thing, then go for it, take it and run with it. Lighting. Well, I did use a ring light and am using a ring light right now because my studio doesn't have a flood of natural daylight. I have some coming in, but I didn't feel it was really enough, and I was getting a lot of dark shadows. And I know I'm still getting a few shadows here and there, but that'll come in time. That's another helpful hint for you. Onward we go. What's the next biggest item that I purchased that I'm so excited about? It's my gimbal. And when I first heard the word gimbal, I thought, ooh, sounds like a bad disease. Maybe I better get pills for it. just kidding. It's a really, really unique holder for your cell phone that allows you the opportunity of not having to have your hand outstretched trying to hold your camera steady while you're trying to talk into it. And it's better than just having a straight stand because it's electronic. It follows your face, or it'll follow your body. So I'm turning my head over to the left, my left that is, and my camera just follows automatically with you. And when I return and go to the right, my camera just automatically follows with me now. It's a pretty exciting and very unique little item, and I'm going to list all of these things below. I did buy them off Amazon. You can buy them from other companies as well, but I'm going to put a link in for you. So my gimbal is made by a company called Ashwan. This is what it looks like. It's made by Ashwan, as I said. There are so many manufacturers out there. Don't take my word for it that Ashwan's the best one. It happened to suit my pocketbook because it was just over $100, and I felt I could afford to invest that amount of money in my new endeavor. The back of the box, pretty straightforward. I guess you can zoom in on this, hopefully, and have a look at all the different items that it comes with. It's easy to charge. It charges in no time, and because it's so electronic and so hands-free, you can do a ton of different things. But if you're on the move and on the go and you're going to be a vlogger, or you're going to be a travel vlogger and you want to walk around with it, it'll stabilize your camera. You don't have to worry about the camera shaking while you're walking or running or jogging or anything else. I think you're going to love this piece of equipment. So little investments here and there, trying not to spend a ton of money. And had I taken the time to learn about the content creator course, it's an amazing course. I did the 14-day one. I haven't taken the 30-day one yet because I'm not at that level quite yet. I learned a ton from these guys, and I think you would be well advised to invest in something, even if it's a small investment. But you don't have to. You can actually just go ahead, get your videos done, put them out there, see what people think of them. And I learned something very valuable today. You should try and do 5 videos, even if they're just short ones, and put them all out at the same time, which I did not know would have benefited me immensely. Well, that's my little video for today. I hope you've learned something from this. If you have, please don't forget and hit like and subscribe. Again, I'm Glenn Polson. This is Tech Savvy for Seniors, and I've enjoyed this chat today. Okay, everyone, let's do a background removal so that you can see how simple it is in both Canva as well as CapCut as promised. So here is my opening page for Canva. You can go online and just search for Canva. It'll come up and you can start your own personal journey on this extremely well set up program. I use it to do all of my thumbnails for my videos. Here's the last one I did here, where you can see my finger. I'm going to open it up and we're going to have a look at how you can get rid of a background. So I set this up from a template. You just actually copy and paste anything you want from this. So I'm going to delete this picture of myself. I'm going to go back in and I'm going to go to uploads. And here you'll see I have already got pictures here. If you want to just go into an image file, you just hit upload and it'll take you to your files where you can go and upload whatever files you want. So in this case here, I wanted myself pointing. I took a whole whack of pictures not that long ago in every way, shape, form, whatever I could figure out. Here's one with just me. Here's one with me in the wintertime with a sweater on. Luckily, we're not in that situation just yet. So I'm going to click on this picture and bring it in. As you can see, it's just got a black background. I did remove this background, by the way, from my other program at CapCut already. But as you can also see, it's black. And I don't want it to be black, I just want it to blend in. So in order to get this to blend in, at the very top here is BG Remover, which is background remover, obviously. All you have to do is just click on background remover, and literally within a second, you probably blinked and missed it, but the black background is gone, and now I literally just virtually blend into the scene. If I want to reposition myself, I can, just by holding down your left mouse over top of the picture itself, and just drag and drop it wherever you feel it's going to be the best for you. And you can resize, as you can see here, from the corners. A little bit too much me, maybe. Anyway, we'll just downsize that to where roughly it was before. So that's all you have to do. That's a really simple, easy way of getting to remove backgrounds. You can do this for a number of different things. Like here, if you want to remove the entire background here, you literally would go up to the BG remover here. You'll notice there is a crown beside it, which means I do pay for the use of Canva, but it's such a small dollar amount every month, it doesn't bother me too much at all. So if I wanted to just get rid of the entire background on this, I would just hit BG remover, and it should take out the entire background, as you can see, in a matter of seconds. So I've laid two over top of each other. Not ideal, not exactly anything I would want to do. So I'm going to reverse that and just delete this and get rid of it off of my top here. So that's how simple it is, everybody. Now let's go over and have a look at CapCut and do the same thing. In this case here, we're going to open CapCut up. Since I've already got a membership and already paying for CapCut Pro, I do have a few extra features that you wouldn't get on the free version. In this case, I have all of my videos down below, but we're going to create a new project so you can see from the very beginning how to get rid of these backgrounds and how to bring in a background that you might want. So I clicked on Create a Project. Here's the project creation screen. I have gone through this in a lot more detail in my last video. You can certainly have a look at that, but for this one, just to be short, sweet, and to the point, we're going to import a piece of video that I've taken, and we're going to also import a background cover for this. So here I'm going to go into my Tech Savvy. I'm going to open up my file folder, Tech Savvy for Seniors, and we're going to open up Startup Video Channel 1, or Bloopers. We'll do Startup Video Channel 1. I have a large number of different clips that I have been trying out before. Most of them I didn't like, so they hit the cutting room floor. This is just a tail end of one where I'm just going to finish off. As you can see, the really messy art studio behind me. Not exactly anything I'm proud to show on the air with you guys or share with you guys. So I want to get rid of this. When you import this, you can hit the down arrow right away. We're not going to go through this or listen to it because you'll end up. Let's retake this. Hit the plus sign, add the track. It's going to come in on the main level here called cover. That's not where it's going to stay. I'm going to end up moving it. So once you've highlighted this track here, up in the top right, you'll see basic, and then you'll see it's grayed out, remove BG, remove background is what that stands for. Click on auto removal, and it's going to take a couple of minutes. You'll notice it's processing here. It also gives you a processing screen down here telling you how fast or how slow it's going. My computer's not a whiz computer, so it does take a little bit longer maybe than if you have a very, very high-speed laptop. But in the interim period, once this is completely done, you're going to end up with a black screen like you saw in the Canva demonstration that I just did. We're already up to 67%. We'll skip by this as quickly as possible, and we'll import a background that we actually are going to put in behind me. Here we go. We're at 100%, and you can see it's a black screen in behind cutouts complete. Now I can pick something from a preset that's already here on the side if I want to. You can see here they have spaces, they have stock materials. You can down arrow stock materials. You can go to trending, you can go to backgrounds, you can go to intros, transitions. There's a lot you can do. If you go into trending, you can pick any of these, and if you decide you want something really funky, you can just click on it once and it'll show you flowers opening. If I wanted that actually to be my background, which I don't, but I'll show you what it would look like. I'm going to hit the plus button here now. It's going to add it actually to my timeline, which I don't want it to do. So I'm going to take my video that I imported and just put it above. Now you can see that if we were going to play this video, just in case this didn't take, I'm going to actually mute the sound on this so that you don't have to listen to it. I'm Glenn Polson. This is Tech Savvy for Seniors. Okay. I've had a great time. I didn't mute it. This little video. So let's get rid of this background, and we just have to highlight it, hit the delete key, and let's go get one that I've already made. So we're going to go back to device here and go back to import, and here I'm going to go back to my Tech Savvy file folder, and I'm going to go into backgrounds. So here I've got a bunch of different backgrounds that I've actually imported. Some I've used before, others I haven't used. Here's one that is just an elegant looking living room. So if I want to download this, it'll come right down to my timeline, and there it is behind me. It's not very attractive looking right now. We're going to have to increase the size of it. So click on it and then increase it so that it fills your screen. And now I look a little bit on the short side, so I'm going to increase my presence a little bit here too. I can also put myself over on the side here if I want to, or position myself wherever you think is going to be the best place for you. So now this will take over the rest of the screen. There we go. You notice that I needed to stretch this out. So you need to actually pull it along until it covers off exactly the entire distance. You'll notice that there's a small green line that tells you you've reached the end of the video above, so they're actually in line with each other, in sync with each other. So there you go. That is really simple, very easy, and I hope you've learned something really fast today. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you soon. Again, Glenn Polson, Tech Savvy for Seniors, signing out.